We are here now for a 4:10 start in Flushing because it is pretty cold. We were supposed to be a 7:10 start tonight, but at least the good news is we have some sunshine. It was going to be even colder, which is why the Mets and the Marlins decided let's play this thing a little bit earlier than normal.
Well, the starters have been good. The relievers have been even better. And the Mets try and keep this outstanding pitching going. Only 22 runs allowed in the first 10 games this season, fewest ever in Mets history, and Clay Holmes will try and add to that today.
Xavier Edwards strolls to home plate. He's all bundled up today.
The wind blowing 19 miles an hour out to right. Important to note with left-handed hitters.
As he lofts a 9-iron in the air to right field. Juan Soto is over. He's not going to get there. And Xavier Edwards has a leadoff base hit to start the ball game. The wind is whipping out of the west, steady at 20 miles an hour, and that ball continued to travel towards the foul line down the right field line.
Here's Kyle Stowers, the right fielder, and he pops one up into shallow left. Lindor angling out and calling, and puts it away for the first out of the game.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and in. Clay Holmes picks up his first strikeout of the game. 2 down here in the top of the first.
And back-to-back walks here to the 4 and 5 hitters.
And so Holmes going to have to sweat it out here in the first inning, where the Marlins have loaded the bases. And here's the lefty catcher, Liam Hicks.
That's in the air, left field. That could be trouble, and a base hit for Liam Hicks. That'll play to pair, and it's 2-0 Miami here in the first.
Soft contact and walks. It's 2-0 Marlins in the first.
Pitch. Hill drives the ball toward right center field and deep. Taylor sprinting to the warning track, makes the catch, and get Holmes out of the first inning.
Connor Gillespie, no wins, a loss, a 3.60 ERA, 2 starts as a Miami Marlin. 27-year-old right-hander's done a really nice job. Francisco Lindor has a leadoff hit in 4 straight games.
Doesn't have a homer yet.
No.
33 last year.
And today might not be the day to put one out of the yard and into the seats.
And Lindor blasts one to deep right field. Back goes Stowers at the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor with his first home run of the year. And he gets the Mets off to a fast start. 2-1 Miami.
And I guess you can leave the yard today.
2-1. Soto hits that one in the air out to left. Griffin Conine working with the wind, kind of doing a stutter step out there, but he makes the catch, and there's one man out.
Here's Pete Alonso. It's the 1-0 to Alonso, and he swings and he grounds it sharply to short. Opportunity for Sanoja, piece of cake, and there's 2 outs.
2 men out in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch from Gillespie is cut on and missed. Connor Gillespie with a cutter. Nimmo swung underneath it, and the side is retired.
3-2. Caught on and miss. High fastball got him. Second strikeout for Clay Holmes. And he went upstairs with the fastball.
That'll bring Javier Sanoja to the plate. There's a line drive towards left center field. That's a base hit for Javier Sanoja. Big old turn at first. He'll be content with a 1-out single here in the second.
Miami has a 2-1 lead. Runner at first and 1 out. And here's Xavier Edwards, who has been really, really tough for the Mets. 3-2. Runner goes. Pitches in for strike 3. Sanger's throw down to second is on the money. Lindor puts the tag on. A strike him out, throw him out. Double play. And the inning is over.
2 men out in the bottom of the second inning. Beatty has really struggled so far this year, hitting .095.
That's a ground ball hit weakly to first. And the inning is over.
Here's Matt Mervis, who struck out his first time up. In there for a call strike 3, top of the zone fastball. Mervis didn't think so, but Brian Walsh rings him up. And that's the 4th strikeout for Clay Holmes.
So a 2-out knock extends the inning for Otto Lopez. Check swing, did he go around? Yes, he did. Ball in the dirt. Sanger applies the tag. 2 strikeouts in the 3rd inning for Clay Holmes. He works around a 2-out single.
So 2 out and nobody on now. Soto flying to left his first trip. And Soto rips that one into right field for a base hit. He came back with a sweeper, and Soto reaching base safely now for the 11th straight game to start the year with a 2-out single.
Alonso's 0 for 1 today. 2-1 Miami ahead, bottom of the 3rd. That's with a 2-out base runner. That's Soto, who walks off the first base bag.
And Pete pops one up into shallow right. Tracking it through the wind is Stowers, and he can't get it. It's a fair ball. It bounces up against the padding, and Soto will score all the way from first with the tying run. And it did not bounce out of play.
Right.
It bounced up against the netting, and that allowed Soto to score all the way from first base. So a wind-aided double for Alonso gets the Mets even. Holmes has had base runners in every inning. Faces Liam Hicks, who drove in the 2 Marlins runs. And Hicks goes down swinging. 3 straight changeups from Holmes. Holmes. And that's 6 strikeouts for Clay Holmes, matching his career high.
Holmes ready, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, a tight breaking ball. Make it 3 strikeouts in a row for Clay Holmes. And there's 2 away. Pitch to Paulie. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. And Clay Holmes strikes out the side in the top of the 4th. 4 consecutive strikeouts in 5 of the last 6 for Clay Holmes.
Hey, hot chocolate, 3 to go. 3 to go. Who wants them? Raise your hand. Up. Someone behind me? There you go. I like the aggressiveness. Hey, check in with Russ for a lot of topping possibilities.
Holmes has hit his stride. He's struck out his last 4 batters on just 13 pitches. And he struck him out again. Got him with a slider. That's 5 consecutive strikeouts for Clay Holmes. He's got 9 for the day. That matches the high for a Met this season. And Edwards bloops one to shallow center. Taylor started back, now comes in to get it. And that's the 2nd out.
So Clay Holmes has retired 6 straight. And here's the lefty Kyle Stowers.
Swing and a miss. Got him with that slider. That is 10 strikeouts for Clay Holmes. First Met to strike out double digits this year.
There are 2 on and nobody gone in the bottom of the 5th for Juan Soto.
There's a fly ball in the air to right center field. Might be deep enough for Sanger to tag. He will tag. He'll go to 3rd. And the go-ahead run is at 3rd now with 1 out, but that feels like a huge out. You're able to get Soto on a cutter that had a lot of the plate.
The Mets have the bases loaded. It's a 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the 5th.
It's been a rough go for Nimmo with runners in scoring position. He's now 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position this year. Infield in for Nimmo, and he cracks one out to left field. That'll get the run, and at least Conine chasing back. He won't get it. It's up against the wall. Sanger is in. Lindor right behind him. Alonso stops at 3rd. Brandon Nimmo cashes in 2 with an opposite field double, and the Mets go in front 4-2.
Starling Marte, the Mets have a 4-2 lead. They've scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th and have 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Punched in the air, shallow right. Lopez going out from 2nd, dives and drops in for a hit. This will score 2 runs. Alonso and Nimmo are in, and Marte comes through with a little punch job beyond the lunging glove of the second baseman. 2-run single. It is 6-2 Mets in the 5th.
Well, after Holmes completed 5, that's the longest that he's gone this year. Getting into that 6th inning.
Otto Lopez cracks one out to right field. Soto on his horse, ranging into right center field. Nobody's going to get that. Conine missed second base initially. He has to go back and tap the bag, and he pushes to 3rd, but that is a double for Otto Lopez.
That's going to be all for Clay Holmes, so he'll exit after 5 1/3, and Huáscar Brazoban will take over for him.
This year, Brazoban has been excellent out of the Met bullpen. 7 1/3 scoreless and in 4 appearances.
That is grounded fair over the bag at 1st. That's going to play to run. It's the 3rd RBI of the afternoon for Hicks, and now it's 6-3.
And the Met lead is now 6-3. Here's the righty Derek Hill. So that run charged to Holmes, who is again still responsible for Lopez at 3rd.
And that's in the air to center. Taylor's going back, still going back, at the wall, gone! That's a 2-run bomb for Derek Hill, and it's 6-5.
Well, that win might have reversed. It looked like Taylor, the center fielder, had a beat on it.
Well, it just kept on carrying.
With 1st and 3rd and 1 out, they're going to walk Juan Soto intentionally to load the bases for Alonso and push a runner into scoring position. That's lined toward the gap in left center field, and that's going to clear the bases. Acuna scores. Sanger scores. Here comes Soto. He will score. Alonso foils the strategy with a 3-run double, and the Mets again have a 4-run lead. It's 9-5.
Here's Tyrone Taylor, the 9th man to bat for New York here in the inning. Bases juiced with 2 outs. Then he flies it in the air to left center field and deep, really deep. Hill dives! Whoa! That's one of the best catches you'll ever see. Holy cow, Derek Hill.
As shallow as he plays, he had to go a long way, and to stretch out for that, wow, what a catch.
Acuna to 3rd, and there's 1 away as the lineup flips for Francisco Lindor.
And Francisco drives one out to center. That'll get the run in. Hill goes back to get it. Acuna can walk on in. Sacrifice fly for Lindor. His 2nd run batted into the day. It's 10-5 New York. So 2 out and nobody on for Soto. And this time he takes one the other way for a base hit. His 2nd hit of the day.
Nice hitting. I like it when Soto goes that way.
2nd straight 2-hit game for Juan Soto. And the Mets on the verge of clinching another series victory. 3-2 coming. slapped on the ground, and Acuna is right there, and the ball game is over. 6 straight wins for New York. 4 more RBIs for Pete Alonso. Francisco Lindor with a home run. Clay Holmes gets his first win as a Met, and the Mets roll on a cold, blustery afternoon, 10-5 over Miami.